Hey folks, Kyle Q here with some more training footage for you. This was taken over 2 days worth of training. The first set of footage are 5 sets of Romanian deadlifts that I performed a couple of days ago. For the bar weight, I used 305 pounds, so up 30 pounds from the previous week. That's consistent with how we've run really the entire first macro cycle. It was to, on the beginning weeks of those individual mesocycles, the mesocycles being 3 of the 4-week phases within the macrocycle, we would really start with a very low exertion first week, and then we would increase the weights pretty aggressively, usually by 20 or 30 pound intervals. And so we'd start well under capacity, and then we finish at or even over capacity. And so, again, we're going from 275 to 305. We're also introducing a small deficit, about 1.5 inches, to these Romanian deadlifts. And so I'm taking them a little bit beyond the point at which I can keep a relatively straight leg position. I'm allowing for more knee bend than I guess I otherwise would, and really just focusing on range of motion. I'm trying to hit a point at about mid-shin in which the plates rather are just about to hit the floor, and trying to feel out that spot and trying to hit it every time. So trying to keep tightness on my hamstrings as much as possible, but I'm also letting my knees track forward. I'm letting a decent amount, at least, of knee bend take place. I'm still working on learning these and obviously doing them off of the small deficit. That changed things a little bit, but they felt good. They certainly felt fine. Definitely harder than the previous week, and I attribute that more to the increased range of motion than I do the added weight. I don't think 305 pounds off the floor with where I was stopping before would have been at all an issue, but I do think with the deficit it makes it a lot harder. So otherwise, I felt really good about these. I still felt like my bar speed was pretty good, not quite getting the same snap coming off of that isometric, the very short bottom position. I'm not getting the same snap out of that position, and I'm not generating the same amount of force coming out of that position, but I do feel very good about these, and I feel like I have a ways to go to work up. The second piece of footage, which you're going to see in just a moment, was taken today. I did my first squat session of what's going to be a 6-week squat cycle. First 2 weeks, I'm going to be upping the frequency and training 3 times per week. I ended up doing 4 sets on this day, but what I did was I worked up to a 7-rep set at approximately an RPE 7. I think I pushed it, surprise, surprise, a little higher than that, because that's what I'm always inclined to do. And after that, I did 3 load drops. One was at 10% down, and then I still felt fatigued because my work capacity currently is terrible, at least for squatting. And then following that 10% load drop, I ended up doing 2 more at another, I would say, 6% reduced from that. And so this was 325 for a set of 7, paused in Beltless. Really happy about this. It felt infinitely better than the previous week, so I feel like I'm making fast progress on these. So that's exciting, and I'm going to continue to push it, and we'll see how my squat develops over the next 6 weeks. Anyway, keep checking in, more videos for you very soon.